Gets an additional turn from the Violent Runes. Gets more additional turn. This is why it's nerfed. This is why it's nerfed. This is why. So we knew this was gonna happen. I mean, you know they don't actually test things, right? I changed the layout in the middle of the video. Of course. So I want to see what these samurais are actually capable of in RTA, aside from just being amazing at, well, maybe not, maybe amazing is not the right word. They weren't actually getting infinite turns, though. They could theoretically get infinite turns. They were not actually getting infinite turns in practice because it's a low chance to actually activate. Okay. Doesn't do any damage, though. So I was really curious if this was gonna do amazing things that I didn't know about. That was pretty solid. That was pretty solid. Okay, goes through the invincibility. Air slash. Okay, maybe Kantua saw this match. Okay. Hero strike and ignore defense, and this could be. This could be very dangerous for them. Charging slash. Wow. Wow. Okay. Air slash. See? Not infinite. Wow. Okay, so this is doing really nicely right now. The audacity of the first two picks being Vanessa and Kaz. And then the third pick being the Coco. That is something most people would not be able to get away with. But this is Reach is a fantastic player, by the way. Super solid. I think he's favorited on a couple of my accounts. I like to see his replays. He's got some OP stuff as well, but they go for Xiao. All right, defense break, and then charging slash. Sword of Supreme Skywolf. Okay, does some damage to Molong. Not very much. Gets an additional turn from the Violent Runes. Gets more additional turn. This is why it's nerfed. This is why it's nerfed. This is why, right here, this is why it's nerfed. There's always some combination of these units being picked every match. There's always some combination of Moore and Oliver and Shungpung. All right, so they've got the strips. Well, they got a nasty Vertiheel Leo combination. Okay. Increase cooldowns. Flame Slash does Vertiheel Revenge. He does Revenge. However, Double Slash, goodbye Verti. Oh, he does not goodbye. He's still alive. Sword of Supreme Skywolf. Okay. Even though the Vertiheel Revenge is still did quite a decent amount of work. All right, wield Sword of Supreme Sky. Oh my god. Flame Slash. And Source okay. Yep, this is a balanced unit. So I've seen a couple people using similar comps of the Vanessa into one of the samurais, either the Wind Samurai or the Water Samurai. So this one, if you guys are not familiar with what the Wind Samurai does after the buff, is he will strip and increase. Oh, he didn't even land. So he'll strip and increase the cooldowns, and also trigger Sword of Supreme Skywolf potentially a crap load of times. Defense break, but didn't actually follow that up because the chance to proc that is very low on skill 1. So again, in theory, infinite turns, but in practice, not actually really infinite turns because the skill 1 activation rate is so low. Let's see. He's got the strip there, which is that's new after the balance patch. More big damage, more Sword of Supreme Skywolf activation. See, Comtuous knows that getting just a billion extra turns is not really a fair game mechanic, so they nerf this, but they'll still leave Violent Runes broken in Guild Siege. That's fine. They'll still leave the Ciara and the Orion crazy proccing into additional turns, resetting the counters, additional turns. There's some other units that do it as well, not just those units. But they know, Comtuous knows that it's broken, but they only want to fix it in things where it's part of like the SWC tournament. It's like, oh no, we can't, because what if someone does this in SWC? It's like, if it happens, if they get violent proc done 900 times in Guild Siege, that's not really an issue, because they don't have to have that televised on Twitch and on YouTube live streams and everything. So they only care when it's televised, and they can have all these people in chat talking about how broken it is. Here we go. We got another Vanessa and Samurai. I did notice in RTA, the wind and the water ones are more used. Light and dark ones, people don't seem to be using those. They want to use the wind and the dark ones. They do the big single target damage. And they're not even skywolfing it half the time. They're just doing procs into procs into procs into procs. So let's see. Gets resisted. Are they going to be able to proc enough to actually... yes, it seems like oh, never mind. I got all excited for a second. All right, Verdi heal is down to half health, is down to a third health. Are they going to be able to take things out here? Because Vanessa's still going to revive things. They do have 2 units with Oblivion. All right, attack number 1. Number 2. And another one, okay. Number 3. Number 4. Well, they use the Sword of Supreme Skywolf now, so they're not going to get it 5th. But yeah, still 4 attacks. Kind of makes it a little bit unbalanced, but I mean, there's other units that can do that as well. It's just... yeah. This might be a warranted nerf. It's a little ridiculous if units can take like 4 turns every single turn. But, you know, welcome to Summoner's War. That's nothing new. All right, we got it seems like an awkward Samurai at the very end. Hold on. It's not, because they have the speed lead, they have the strips. Do they actually? They don't strip? They don't strip. However, it might not matter. It might not actually matter. All right, Burning Soul. Flame Slash, they are going to proc. However, Water Hollyberry is going to do Water Hollyberry things. Alright. Skywolf does some damage. Additional turn. So Violent Runes. Skywolf activated again. Okay. Yeah, that seems... like, just imagine on the other end, they're just thinking like, I have Masha and I have Water Hollyberry. I'm supposed to have the broken units. I'm supposed to be the one abusing the system, not these samurais. So we see a fairly standard, on the left-hand side, fairly standard draft. Right-hand side is Vanessa gets banned. Was not expecting that. I was kind of expecting the Wusa to get banned, but let's see. Because that's a lot of buffs that Moore has to strip now. That's kind of the counter to Moore, is putting up more buffs than he can reasonably deal with, especially with RNG, because he's not guaranteeing anything. So I'm also surprised they picked the Wind Monkey there. Increased cooltime, but not the attack bar. They're just going to keep going for her, because they're afraid of all the crazy stuff she can do. Okay, so Moore is down. And Sword of Supreme Skywolf, which he's probably not going to use, right? He's not going to use it. He's just going to keep proccing into extra turns, 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 into more extra turns. Hold on. Let's keep going. And then he gets finally revenged by the Wind Monkey. Okay, I now understand why the Wind Monkey was the pick, because... just infinite turns there. As much as I love to crap on Comtois, this was a justified nerf. These units are a little bit stronger than I think they intended after the ability to just keep proccing into getting more turns and more turns and more turns and more turns, which we already know Violent needed to be nerfed in RTA because potentially that just ruined tournaments, right? So justified nerf. It's still a buff in the greater picture, although the Sword of Supreme Skywolf damage is still reduced, but still gives them access from skill 3 into skill 4 again. So anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it's a nerf, I know it's sad, but these things are kind of a little bit crazy. Anyway, that's it for this one. See you as always in the next one.